lawyers. Hey. Hi guys, hello, my name is Luke Birch. I am a YouTuber and a film and television graduate. Though I myself am not in the legal profession, I'm absolutely honored and delighted to be making this video today in partnership with the Queer Lawyers of Tomorrow. I'm all about opening up every single profession, equal opportunity and access to all and everyone. And we all know with my behavior, I'll likely need a lawyer someday, so why not get involved? I'm so excited to dive into this video. We're gonna be talking about so much, everything from what Queer Lawyers of Tomorrow are doing for Pride Week and, you know, their Pride celebration, a little bit about myself, some tips and advice that I may have, and also talking and giving ourselves a bit of a refresher about Pride history as well. So a lot to unpack here. Let's get started. From personal experience in the entertainment industry and the corporate side of entertainment, if I've learned anything about being a young LGBTQ+ successful individual, honey, because we want to all be successful, it's you have to be 110% authentically yourself. I used to fear and worry what repercussions I would have later on in life or in the corporate world if I was openly gay and what my sexuality would do. I used to think, oh my gosh, it's gonna limit my success. It's gonna limit my ability to move up in the world. People, you know, might look down upon me. I was just, you know, growing up, I was so scared and anxious about being gay because I had these huge dreams and it felt like my sexuality, you know, my dreams were the balloon and I always thought my sexuality was the rock and it was always gonna bring my dreams down. However, the most respected and the most successful people I've met on the corporate side of any profession are openly LGBTQ+ or a proud ally. And it's just so amazing to have that fear when I was, you know, young of, you know, rock and balloon, just be completely squashed and know that the best way to be successful in not only, you know, the corporate profession, but in life is to be yourself, be open and be proud of who you are. Sometimes that is far easier said than done, and you know, I think it's pretty easy for me to talk from an industry like entertainment where there are a lot of LGBTQ+ individuals than perhaps other professions and other industries where it might be more difficult. But honey, that's who we need to try and help. That's where we need to open more doors for people. And moving on, let's talk Pride history. 28th of June 2020 marks 51 years since the start of the Stonewall Rebellion and marks 50 years since the first ever Pride marches were held in New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago. In 1960s America, homosexual acts were illegal in every single state except Illinois. Not only was anti-LGBTQ+ discrimination something of social norm, the community was also subject to frequent acts of police brutality. Many gay bars, including the Stonewall Inn, were typically operated by the mafia and had frequent police raids. Women were arrested if they were found to be wearing less than 3 items of feminine clothing. And drag queens, after being pushed into the toilets and verified by the police that they were men, were also subject to arrest. The police actually raided many places that were popular among LGBTQ+ individuals. These raids frequently turned violent and often resulted in the death or injury of some LGBTQ+ people. Whilst accounts differ and there's no absolute rock solid consensus of what happened on the first night of rebellion, it is clear that the LGBTQ+ community were tired of constantly being harassed. It's said that something was in the air that night, something felt different, and when the police arrived for their raid, somebody threw something. Whether it was a shot glass, a brick, a purse thrown by Martha P. Johnson, Sylvia Rivera, Stormy Delavari, or someone else, perhaps, we will never know. What we do know is that someone threw something at the NYPD, which sparked a domino effect of retaliation and 5 days of uprising that became known as the Stonewall Rebellion. A year later, to mark the 1-year anniversary of the rebellion, marches took place in New York City, Los Angeles, and Chicago. These became the first ever Pride marches. In celebration, Queer Lawyers of Tomorrow are having their first ever Pride Week, starting today with me. It was actually at Manchester Pride in 2019 that Liv and Owen sparked the idea to create a nationwide platform to help the Queer Lawyers of Tomorrow navigate their legal journey. 9 months of ambition later, with the support of an incredible team and fantastic experts and advisors, they launched Queer Lawyers of Tomorrow, QLT. The platform is designed to assist, empower, and inspire LGBTQ+ aspiring lawyers on their journey to legal success. Through everything from the publication of weekly lawyers interviews interviews, application and career resources, nationwide events. Queer Lawyers of Tomorrow seeks to make the legal profession as accessible as possible for their followers. It's Pride Week for queer lawyers. Starting with this video, there is plenty to look forward to this week. Tomorrow, the team will be posting a blog depicting the key historical turning points of the LGBTQ+ community. On Wednesday, another LGBTQ+ special guest will be sharing their experiences, their advice on how to stay positive and maintain good mental health during these crazy times. On Thursday, you'll be treated to an interview with Bree Stevens-Hall, a fantastic LGBTQ+ barrister, followed by the ultimate LGBTQ+ quiz on Friday, hosted again by a special guest. Saturday's a double whammy Zoom panel event, followed by a QLT virtual pride party. You may even have the chance to lip sync for your life. Finally, the week will conclude on Sunday, the anniversary of Stonewall. We're launching a brand new project with a very special guest. The day will also see the release of an interview with Dr. Shelvin, another LGBTQ+ legal icon. Throughout the week, all the events will be ticketed with a donate what you can policy. All proceeds raised will be donated to the Trevor Project. This organization provides crisis intervention and suicide prevention for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning people under 25. Recently, the Trevor Project have put a significant and crucial focus on Black LGBTQ+ youth in response to the Black Lives Matter movement, which QLT wholeheartedly supports. You can get up-to-date information on everything that's happening this week by following QLT on social media. The links will be in the description bar below. Thank you again so much for having me. I hope you have an amazing Pride Week. Enjoy, celebrate, learn your history, and be you. Be authentically yourself. Queer Lawyers of Tomorrow, we love to see it. Have a mwah. God bless.